So we're talking about NBA 2K15. I wanted to wait a little bit on my review because I was hearing the riffraff. The servers are messed up. Don't play this game, dog. I wanted to know, so I waited, and now I'm here for my review. The graphics look a little bit better. You'll notice a little bit more detail to background stuff. Coaches don't look like they're from last generation anymore. So Eric Spoelstra looks pretty detailed, stuff like that. You'll also notice nice lighting effects in different cutscenes when people are in different rooms. You'll see the light gleam on their skin. You can see the flesh tones. But ultimately, I mean, it didn't take a big leap from last year. But for those of you who had the last year's version, you will notice a little bit of an enhancement. Jerseys look a little bit cleaner, or what have you. My career mode is a nice mode again. This time your player went completely undrafted in the NBA, and he has to work his way into the league. The athletes, not everyone does a good job, but at least they made that effort to put their voice in the game. There's just little tweaks with this My Player again that people who had last year's version will notice. Let's say if you're hitting the pass button a lot, calling for the ball excessively, they would deduct your letter grade like crazy. Well, what if you finger slip? What if you were just trying to advance the cutscene? Well, they finally fixed that, so they don't really penalize you like they used to, which I appreciate that because that really used to bother me. And they also streamlined the attributes a little bit more, as you can see right here. Some of those cutscenes are pretty funny, interacting with your agent or your GM. They put a little extra thought into it. I think that the quality will surprise folks.
He's a baller. You give him a legit shot, and he's gonna make the most of it. I mean, when it comes down to crunch time, there's no one.
My park was horrendous last year as far as connecting to people. Spend so much money into these VC coins, upgrading your character, buying outfits. People actually spend money for this. They have already bought the game, but they're spending extra money because they like the game so much to buy clothing add-ons, to upgrade their players, whatever. And the fact that they can't even bring their player onto the park without getting cut off or experiencing severe lag, that is unacceptable. And I'm here to tell you that even after the update, there's still a lot of issues. Standing on the circle trying to see who has next, waiting on the game. I stood on the circle waiting for the game to end. For some reason I still wasn't able to play. Made no sense at all. It's cool that they added 3 courts in total now. You can go to 3 parks, and you can even commit yourself to one park that you and your boys run and challenge the other park. That's fantastic. But if you can't play any games half the time, what's the point of it? But the one thing about team up is sometimes you would get 2 teams that no one really cares about, and then they may have a star or 2 on each team. So the rest of the people playing, they don't really get to enjoy it too much, and most of the time you get people quitting on you. Everybody's getting somebody good. So if you guys are losing, hey, that's just, you need to tighten up. I mean, maybe not if you're LeBron, maybe don't take every shot even when 3 people are guarding you or whatever. But I just like that they made that change to team up. Makes that mode more enjoyable, and it makes it so people don't quit on you all the time. Career mode, I like the direction they went with it. I like the overall presentation of the game. The way it looks and how you navigate, I think it's probably the best that the series has had since Dreamcast days, me personally. So presentation didn't take a huge leap, but it took the necessary leap. The gameplay got a little smoother, more animations, smarter AI making less boneheaded decisions, improved team up, but ultimately, the online is still not where it needs to be. You're playing with people's money. I'm not just talking about the $60 you spent for the game. We're talking about those coins, the additional money. There's a lot of cash going into this game, and I don't see people's hard-earned cash being allocated to the product that's online. So I have to take a full grade off for that. But it's still a good game. If you're an offline gamer, this is absolutely what you need. NBA 2K15, gotta give that a 4.
You gotta feel it in your bones.
No, you need to subscribe.
Fuck.
Out of 5.
When it comes down to crunch time, there's no one.